quick video in case you were wondering how to do a coolant flush on your BMW 235i or any BMW with the N55. First of all, make sure you don't have no pressure. Coolant is, not boiling hot so you don't get burned. Remove the cap. I'm also going to be switching out this line right here. Very common for it to break right here because it's very little plastic brittle straw. But anyways, so you remove all the undercover, which is that and that. A million of these 8mm screws. Just remove the whole cover. And then the lowest point in the cooling system is going to be at the water pump, which is right there. And we can clearly see I have a pick in there. That's how I got it to break the seal. But it does go held down with this hose clamp right here. All I used was a flat head, loosened it up. You can also use I think it's a 7mm socket, really small socket right here. Loosen this clamp up. Once you loosen it up, you can sometimes pull it out. This one's pretty tight, that's why I used one of these special hose picks so it doesn't pierce the hose. And now we're draining our coolant into here. Eventually I'm gonna pull off the whole hose, and sure enough, I removed the whole hose from the water pump. You can see water pump, here's the hose. Still some coolant coming out, but that's pretty much all the coolant that should come out, because normally on other cars you can remove a drain off of the radiator, but this intercooler is in the way, so it's pretty much impossible to reach it. And either way, this way you drain it straight from the water pump block and a bit from the radiator. But that's pretty much all you have to do. Drain it from here, tighten up the hose, fill up the coolant. Also going to be replacing this hose here. I'd also recommend doing that. Very brittle hose, very common for it to leak and break. Now to flush and bleed the system, you turn on the heater to the first fan position, hold down the gas for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you'll hear that the water pump turns on. So like I said, hold down the gas for about 15 to 20 seconds with the heater on the first level, and then you'll hear the water pump turn on. As you can see, the water pump is on without the engine being on, so it's going to bleed out. It's going to take about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to do the whole procedure. That's air coming out right there.